I hope that when you're watching my videos, you have at least a pen and a paper. Interact. Every single video has a practice. I answer all the practice questions as well, so I'm never leaving you hanging. I'm your YouTube maths tutor. I am a revision tool, so use me how you need to. Hey mathematicians, it's T here, your YouTube maths tutor. How's everyone feeling this week? I hope you are good. We're going to go straight in with this week's topic, which is multiplying fractions. Now, it was actually featured in one of my previous topics, which is dividing fractions. But you can go and watch that after this video because this topic actually helps dividing fractions. Also, you can use this topic for amounts of amounts. We did that last week, so go check it out as well. I keep telling you this, maths is entwined. All you need to know is how to multiply, and what's good to know is how to simplify fractions. And if you know highest common factor, which is another video I've made, then you're cool. I feel like that's it. So with that all out the way, let's get straight into it. Alright, so here's some examples of multiplying fractions questions. And to multiply a fraction, it's quite simple. All you do is you're going to multiply the top numbers together, and then you're going to multiply the bottom numbers together. After doing that, you're going to want to simplify if you need to. If you don't need to, then that's it. So let's get into it. All right, so for the first question, we've got 2/3 times 7/10. So we're going to times the top numbers together, which gives us 2 times 7. And then we're going to times the bottom numbers together, which is 3 times 10. Okay, so now we're going to do the calculations on the top and then the bottom, and then that will give us the fraction. So 2 times 7 is 14, 3 times 10 is 30, and that's literally how you multiply the fraction. 14 and 30 are both even, so we know that it has a common factor of 2. So this can be simplified. If we divide the top and bottom by 2, you get 7 over 15. And that is the simplified answer. And it's as simple as that. All right, let's get into the second one then. So we've got 1/5 times 3/8. So we're going to write it down. So we've got 1 times 3. We've got 5 times 8. And that is equal to 1 times 3 is 3. 5 times 8 is 40. And that is it actually. There's no common factor out of those two, so we can't simplify it. All right, so let's move on to the last one. The last one looks a little bit different because it's a fraction times a whole number. So if you saw my video last week, you would have seen that it's amounts of amounts. And this is an example of an amounts of amounts question. Let's see how we'll tackle it without a calculator. So we've got 3/4 times 12. What we're going to do is we're going to rewrite 3/4. We're going to times that. We're going to turn 12 into a fraction. Anything over 1 is itself. So using that rule, you can actually turn 12 into a fraction easy. So we got 12 over 1. There we go. Now we've got fractions. Let's get into it now. 3 times 12 is 36. And then you got 4 times 1 is 4. 36 and 4 have common factors. They are both in the 4 times table. We're going to simplify the fraction. So top's going to turn into 9. Bottom's going to turn into 1. Anything over 1 is itself. So the answer is actually 9. And that's literally it. So let's get into some practice. Here's some examples for you to try. Try to leave the answers in the simplest form. Please pause the video and have a go at them. And then resume the video when you're ready for the answers. Welcome back. Let's get straight into it. So the first one is 3/10 times 1/5. We're going to do 3 times 1, which is 3, over 10 times 5, which is 50. There's no common factors in there, so that's the answer to that question. We're answering these questions quick and fast. All right, the second one has a whole number. So first things first, we're going to rewrite it so that 63 is now a fraction. So we've got 2/9 times 63 over 1. Now we're going to times them out. All right, so 2 times 63 is 126. 9 times 1 is 9. I know that 9 goes into 126 just because I can see that 9 goes into 63. Identifying factors is quite useful in maths, but we can go through that another day. So 126 divided by 9 is 14. And then 9 divided by 9 is 1. Anything over 1 is itself, so the answer is 14. Alrighty, let's do the last one. The last one is also another fractions times whole numbers question. So what we're going to do is rewrite it first things first. So it's 3/5 times 24 ones. And now we're just going to times them out. So 3 times 24 is 72. And 5 times 1 is 5. In the 5 times table, we know it ends in a 5 and a 0. So we know 72 isn't in the 5 times table. There's no further simplifying. So there we go. So that was multiplying fractions. Now, I feel like you should just check out another one of my fractions videos or amounts of amounts, because now you can apply this skill, you know? If you found anything useful in this video, please give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See you. Thank you for watching.